You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, welcome back to the Hood Table, everybody. What's up to all my hoodies in the house? Make sure you please like and share the video. And subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. Please and thank you very much. This won't be too long of a live today because I will be having my little baby grandson momentarily this evening. I just wanted to discuss some update information on the case of the missing little boy Ryan from Lavista. And we're going to watch a short clip of the Lavista police and what they are doing, still doing, where they are looking, their upcoming plans to try to find Ryan, because as most of you know, he has been missing for a week now. It has been a week and approximately 5 hours since Ryan went missing. Hey, silly mommy. Hey, love. How are you? So we're going to watch this clip of the police department in La Vista, and then we're going to discuss that, and then we're going to discuss another situation um, that I believe might have involved a little trafficking, a little sex trafficking. They didn't say that's what it was yet, but something went down in Lincoln, Nebraska recently, and I'm just appalled at the nature of some people. A lot of things that happened to us in hindsight, when you reflect back, I know people say I could have done this differently, I should have done this differently, I should have went this direction, I shouldn't, but in the end result, certain things should never be done to certain people, and that's what I'm referring to is sexual assault, rape, you know, things like that, molestation, things like that. So we're gonna watch a clip of the update of the little missing autistic boy Ryan. I'm also going to post some information in the description box for anybody who might have seen him, might have known any information. This is an endangered missing person. Endangered missing person. No Amber Alert has been issued because they're considering it an endangered missing person. And as some people know, with the Amber Alert, they can't put out an Amber Alert unless they truly think a person has been a victim of kidnapping, and they know like who they're looking for, what kind of description, vehicles, things like that. That's what they say. That's what they say. Even though a lot of people's like, well, why ain't no Amber Alert been put out? So you all can, of course, comment in the chat on either of these stories that we're going to be talking about this evening. Or if you want, I'll also drop the link if you want to jump on the screen and let me know your thoughts on the different subjects we're going to talk about. So let me share the screen real quick so we can watch the update video from the police department. We're going to do that first. Make sure I got the right screen here. Okay. All right, so here we go.
Yeah, I'm Bob Larsen with the Lavista Police Department. We wanted to give you an update today. We do have search crews again back at Walnut Creek. We talked to the Papillion, Missouri Natural Resource Districts about lowering the water level at Walnut Creek on Saturday night. It has gone down significantly. That's going to aid our searchers in an effort to find Ryan, to see if he is at Walnut Creek. They will be doing an active search of Walnut Creek tonight. And if we have anything, any developments come out of that, obviously we're going to alert you guys as soon as we can to let people know that we found Ryan. We continue to search. We have community groups tonight searching the area near the old Papio Greens Golf Course from Southridge Church. We encourage people to keep an eye out for Ryan if you're on some of the trails. If you see something that's out of place, see it, send it. We have an app that's out there that we encourage you to let us know. We take all tips. We follow up on just about everything that we get. There has been some chatter on social media from some keyboard warriors in their basements talking about we have an arrest, we found Ryan. That is absolutely false. Any information that's going to come about this case is going to come from the Lavista Police Department. If you see a rumor that comes up on there, don't get your hopes up high and don't become critical. Our people are doing the best that we can, and we're reaching out to other organizations. On Saturday, we had volunteer firefighters from Bennington, Waterloo Valley, and Utan come all the way down to help us in our efforts. This has really been a community effort to find Ryan and try to bring him home. So with that, if you have any quick questions.
Chief, who else have you had involved with law enforcement?
We've had FEMA. We've had every police agency in the metro area. We've had a canine dog from as far away as Des Moines come in to help. We have FBI agents from the Omaha division as well as Kansas City helping us. You name it, we probably have over 35 organizations. And we like to thank the community for bringing food for some of the workers as well as water. That's really appreciated, and it's very thankful that we know we have the community support for this.
Are you concerned that the water, the rain has washed away some evidence?
No, we're not.
Can you explain the reason behind leaving Walnut Creek Recreation Area open to the public while you guys continue to search?
Well, we found that Walnut Creek is a very large area. We've done foot search, we've done water search, and we've done search by air. The area that we're concentrating in is where our canines have indicated. So we've isolated it down to a particular area, and thanks to the Natural Resource District, we were able to lower the water level. And until that water level lowered, we're in a little bit of a quandary because the muck and the silt, seaweed, everything that are in a particular area that we're looking at is really, really thick. We've used sonar, we've used rakes, just about everything we can to get to a particular area, and hopefully we'll find that tonight.
Do you have any idea if Ryan knows how to swim?
I do not know that, no. We do know that autistic children are drawn to water, and we do know that Ryan had been at Walnut Creek before, and he's familiar with that area. And we do know we have a lot of people that are heartsick, including his family, to find Ryan and bring him home.
I believe there was a sonar hit at Walnut Creek. Did that get cleared up and did it finalize?
We've had multiple sonar hits, and some of them have ended up being tree branches. Some of them have been tires. I'm not extremely familiar with sonar, but I'm becoming a quasi-expert on it now. Usually you have to get down to vet it to find out where it's at. There is an undercurrent that is in Walnut Creek, as well as the top water coming across. So we've been dealing with rain and we've been dealing with winds over the last couple of days.
So at this point, it's been 7 days. Is there any indication that there is any type of foul play involved in this at all?
This is an endangered missing persons case, and until we find Ryan, we can't even get to that point to figure that out. We have no evidence that has led to believe that this is an abduction or some type of malevolent event that's taken place. So no, there's nothing to that. And again, some of the rumors that are floating out there are just disgusting.
How is his family doing?
They're extremely upset, and one daughter is taking it really hard. I think you saw her heartfelt Facebook post the other night with the pictures that are on there. Obviously, the mother and the other sisters are just distraught.
Is there a chance that, the dog picked the scent at the creek, and he ended up somewhere else, like picked up and moved in a vehicle? Is that possible, or are you sure that it's in that area?
We have a canine hit in that area with the scent, so we have to vet that scent out. And multiple dogs have hit in the same area. So again, that's our best lead right now to find out where Ryan's at.
Are there any other local trends pool and all these people who are so is there anywhere else you've ever spoken to specifically?
Direct resources, no. We have investigative personnel up and down 84th Street, 72nd Street, 96, checking with businesses to find out if we have any video that would have shown Ryan walking or anywhere like that. The areas that we've checked, the wooded areas, and in the Omaha metropolitan area, there are just tons of wilderness, trees, wooded areas, trails. And again, that's where we're asking for the public's help in some areas that they're familiar with. If they see something that's out of place, to let us know.
Keith, you mentioned having the sonar at your disposal and then having to deal with the mud. Is there any plan to have the canines, themselves go deeper into that zone with the water level down?
Well, when a canine will go in, a canine will hit based on a smell. And so some canines will sit and alert. Some other canines will lick the water. Some other canines will jump in the water and get to the area that's usually within a specific yardage of how far that canine is at. And we've had all three of those things happen.
Can you tell us when this canine hit was? Because it was yesterday that you told us that the search at Walnut Creek had concluded, and then
I'll say our search at Walnut Creek concluded for Saturday night. Then we were lowering the water levels. We have never concluded the entire search at Walnut Creek.
right. When did that canine take place?
I think we had one Friday, one Saturday, and one today.
It's like the south end, east end, north end. Which part of the lake?
At the northeast end of Walnut Creek.
Is there a plan to stop the drainage anytime soon?
I think where we're at now, and we're going to have crews down there tonight, based on what their feeling is and what their evaluation of the circumstances are. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How long do you guys think you can search the Walnut Creek?
I don't know.
Will there be divers in the water?
We've had that, yes,
Okay.
and that continues. And again, the Omaha Fire Department dive team and the UTAN Volunteer Fire Department dive team have been instrumental in helping us.
This is probably the same way of asking this question, but do you have a sense of whether the lake will be low enough tonight, tomorrow, like when it will be low enough for you to see the spot you want to see? Does that make sense of the question?
Yeah, to get to the spot that we're looking at, it may be low enough right now. That's why they're going to go out there today. And I think they're on their way out there now. And then tomorrow, I don't know how much lower it will go or how much lower it can go in the specific area that we're in. We're also expecting rain. And so with rain, that fills it back up. So I couldn't tell you any more than that. All right, thank you.
Okay. Okay, that was the thanks for everybody tuning in. Please like and share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table, become a hoodie today. That is the update for what's going on with Ryan Larsen search. Ryan Larsen, he's an endangered missing persons, as you heard the police officer say, because some people were concerned about, like, I guess everybody don't understand why Amber Alerts go out, or in which type of situations, I should say, an Amber Alert would go out. Now, even myself, I had asked myself, like, why aren't they posting an Amber Alert for this little boy? But I guess I didn't understand either, like the exact reasons they issue Amber Alerts. But basically, we know that it has to be an abduction or an assumed abduction, kidnapping, foul play, something like that. And they also have to, from what the police officer was saying, or what some people are saying, because I was reading the comments, and y'all all know the KETV comments, boy. Whew, some of these KETV comments on different stories, some people be just wilding out in those comments. Like, seriously. But yeah, people were in the comment section asking, why haven't an Amber Alert been issued? And so that's what people were saying. They got to know who did it. They got to know description of the person, father, uncle, neighbor, a description of the vehicle, uh, basically. So that's why they haven't issued an Amber Alert, because I guess they obviously don't think that has been an abduction. And I really think, like some people, I think it might have been some foul play, but I guess we won't know till we know, will we? It is sad. It's really, really sad because it's not just a missing person, it's an autistic child. Um, who they claim before he went missing was looking up and Googling different ways to hide from authorities and hide from the police, or best hiding areas, best ways to hide or where to hide. And for some reason, they believe that he was at Walnut Creek. They said it was a place that he frequented in Lavista. And then of course they used their search dogs and they picked up some scents over there. So over the weekend, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, I believe, Saturday and Sunday, they did search Walnut Creek, that area. But after they searched the area, they still didn't come up with anything. But the dogs were still getting scents. So that's when they today started lowering the water at Walnut Creek. So child, I hope they don't find that little boy in that creek. But if they do, at least, the family will know where he is, because I just don't know how I would act if my child was missing and they have like a mental problem, being autistic and things like that. There are people out there who will take advantage of your weakness. I pray that nobody took advantage of him, got him somewhere. I just don't even want to think about certain things that might could happen to him at the hands of someone else. But still, yet, even if nothing happened to him but at the hands of someone else, he's still out there. It's chilly at night. He's been gone a week. No food, no shelter. Oh God, I just don't. I know the parents, their minds are everywhere. And back to the parents, well, regarding the parents, there was some comments also about where are the parents? Why haven't they made any public statements? The police officer did say that he knows that the daughter or one of the sisters of the missing boy is really distraught, and she was making Facebook posts and things like that. So I'm not following the people on Facebook. I don't know who his sister is, who his mother is. I'm not following them. Maybe they have made statements, the mother or father, on Facebook, but some people are kind of like, I don't really think this is the time to criticize the parents right now. People are saying, why haven't they made statements? I can understand that question, but then they're saying, well, you should at least be thanking people for what they're doing right now. And I get it. I mean, there are lots of people out there, hundreds, if not thousands of people searching for your autistic missing son. But again, if I had a missing child, I don't know how I would react. I don't know if I want to come on camera, and I don't even know if I can hold myself together. I mean, we all have seen people just like crack, like break down on TV in an interview. So it's not that easy to do, just to come on TV and even say thank you, when you thinking in the back of your mind, where's my child? Are they dead somewhere? Are they cut up? Have they been abused, um, kidnapped for sex trafficking, or anything like that? So it's not that easy to go out in public and speak to people, even though it might be just to simply say thank you for helping us search for our child. So I'm sure pretty soon, I'm sure they'll probably come publicly and come on the news and maybe an interview, or I don't know, you guys. Just keep the little boy and his family in prayers. Again, his name is Ryan Larsen. He's missing from Lavista, which is a city, a few miles from us, about a 15-minute drive. If you're taking the interstate, La Vista is not that far away. But yeah, they're going to continue draining the pond, or not the pond, but the creek, and to see if they can find Ryan. And they said as soon as they do find him, uh, they will let the community know. So I'm just praying that he's not in the creek, and maybe he's just still out there, and Hey, we done seen miracles. We done seen people be out in the elements for days, for weeks, for months. But this is again an 11-year-old autistic child. So again, keep that family in your prayers. And hey, Miss Sislo, hey, my beautiful friend, how are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Who's ever watching, please like and share the video. Subscribe to the Hood Table. Now, another story that I wanted to talk to you about, this second story that I want to talk to you about, let me go ahead and share the screen again. And again, if anybody wants to jump on the screen and discuss Ryan Larsen missing or this next subject that I'll be speaking on, feel free. Click the link in the chat. You don't have to show your face if you want, if you don't want. Just like me right now, I was working all day today. I ain't even gonna lie, I ain't did my hair. I'm still in my PJs. I'm just at home chilling, you know. Hey, it is what it is. That work from home behavior. Okay. So, anywho, this next story, let me share the screen. Let's see. Oh yeah, and by the way, you guys, for a lot of you who've been following for a moment, or a lot of you who might know my special co-host who sometimes be on the show with us sometime, Keisha, still keep her in her prayers. She's still in the hospital. She appreciate all the prayers from the hoodies. She gave me permission the other day to request prayers from her from the hoodies. She still is in the hospital. They still trying to get her well so she can be back on her feet and come back home to her family. But for right now, she still is in the hospital. So please keep our co-host Keisha in your prayers. Now let me blow this up so you guys can see this a little bigger. Okay, let me scroll down. Ooh, that's too big, huh? Can't see their whole face. Okay, that's good. That's good right there. Okay, so there's another story that happened in our vicinity of Omaha. It happened in Lincoln, Nebraska. I know some of you people are probably from Lincoln that might be tuned in. Most of y'all might be from Omaha or surrounding areas. But I wanted to discuss this story with you because I saw a video earlier today. Somebody posted it. I think the homeboy was at Tone. Who posted that video in our the Hood Table group? I can't remember who it was. Let me go over here to the group. But somebody had posted a video from a police officer in the Hood Table Facebook group, and I saw it. But I saw it after I saw this Lincoln story. But it was kind of related to the story, so I thought I'd blend the two together. And that was Roscoe. Shout out to Roscoe, the homeboy, Roscoe Pete Cole. That's what we used to call him back in the day. But he had posted that video. If y'all in the Hood Table Facebook group, you can see the video there, or check out our on the Hood Table YouTube channel because I uploaded the video there too. But anyway, back to this story, Lincoln, Nebraska. There was a missing Nebraska teen assaulted by 3 men after meeting up with men she met online. And that's where I was going when I first started this video today. Sometimes things happen to certain people and it's totally wrong, grotesque, inhumane. I mean, to be raped and tossed around and passed around and drugged and things like that, it's a certain place in hell for people who do those kind of things. In this situation, it was a teenage girl, Lincoln, Nebraska. She was sexually assaulted by 3 men after meeting up with a man she met online. Officers were called to an area hospital May 21st. A report of an 18-year-old victim who had reportedly been sexually assaulted after being missing on May 13th. So she was missing for about a week there. The victim told police she met 22-year-old Talon Dennis on social media and agreed to meet him at his home on Fletcher Avenue on May 14th. First mistake. It's okay to meet people online. A lot of people that met online, they had long-lasting relationships, got married, had children, da-da-da-da-da. But this child is 18 years old. She's a child to me, 18. Meeting anybody online. Your first place after you think you done got acquainted with them good enough, and you want to meet them, and still meet them in a public place. A public place where there are all eyes on you and them. That's one thing I would. If I had a child, well, I got two boys. They older now. They know better. But we raise people out there raising them little kids out there. Let them know. Let them know. Stay offline if at all possible. Try to meet somebody in person if at all possible. But if you do meet somebody online and you think you might be interested in meeting them in person, please meet them in public. Hell, for maybe the first few damn doggone months, Hey, I'm just saying. But anyway, she met this Talon Dennis, 22 years old, on social media, and then went to his home on May 14th. When she arrived, she met his roommate Ricky, who was 24. The woman told police that she was drugged and that she felt threatened at the house. She also said that they would told her that they would take care of her if she watched after their children and did housework for them. That's different. According to police, 2 days later, the man took her to another apartment in the 1600 block of Prospect Street where she was not unconscious. According to the Lincoln police, when she woke up, she was being sexually assaulted by Dennis Osler and a third man, 23-year-old Gianni Phillips. The men then brought her back to the original apartment on Fletcher the next morning, where she was sexually abused again a numerous amount of times by Osler and Dennis. Eventually, all the men left, and the victim was able to escape and contact police. They do have a lot of she did have a lot of bruises, lacerations, abrasions that were consistent with her statement to lead authorities to believe that she was in fact raped. But not only raped, she was literally like abducted from one location. And that's what I was saying in the beginning. They didn't mention the word trafficking, but this is a form of trafficking, which is why I posted that video from the police officer on the hood table about an hour ago. And somebody also posted it, Roscoe posted it in our The Hood Table Facebook group. You guys, we have to be so vigilant. I hope they find him too, Gil and Troy. I really do. I really do. I have my youngest son has a brother on his father's side who is autistic. So I couldn't even imagine that little boy going missing, or any child really going missing and not their parents not knowing where they are for child. But yeah, this case right here though with the lady who they said was missing and sexually assaulted by these three guys, that is a form of trafficking. They had her at one place, they moved her to another place, they moved her back to another place. They didn't mention it in the article, but that is a form of trafficking, and we all know that it's trafficking. They also charged with first degree sexual assault, first degree false imprisonment. The investigators processed both locations for physical and digital evidence. And these guys are, they're going to be prosecuted and they're going to receive some time. So, but it's just a message. It's just a message for people out there who's meeting these people online. You really don't know these folks. You don't know these folks. These young kids out here finding these people online. Might offer them a good time. Let's go kick it. Let's go drink. Let's go smoke. Let's go roll up. Let's go, party, stuff like that. Make sure your kids are out here being vigilant, because I truly believe that trafficking is picking up this year. And why? Because for over a year, we were like, most of us was trapped inside of our homes. A lot of people was trapped inside our homes. So just think, people who are normally trafficking humans, kids, women, female, male, all, trafficking them. They normally do this consistently on a normal basis. So many people are missing every single day. But during the pandemic, a lot of people was at home and not going out as much. I'm sure they're missing out on a lot of money. So yeah, we need to be more vigilant out here and talk to our teenagers, even the ones who think they grown and think they shit don't stink. Y'all know how it goes. Stay on them kids. Stay on the kids. I got a 24-year-old. I got a 20-year-old, and I still got to school them about certain things because they not from the streets. My kids not from the streets. I might have raised them in the hood, but they weren't from the streets. I kept them in sports, football, track, basketball. They might have stayed in the hood and saw hoodish behavior, but they were not from the streets. Hey, Miss Sislo,
Hey, hey.
how you doing, bro?
I'm okay. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, but it's like a little static or a little noise in the background.
Yeah, I don't have air conditioning. Honey.
Oh, okay.
So you're hearing
Your fan?
my air provision. Excuse
Okay.
me. Excuse me, my air provision unit.
That's okay. Shoot. We got central air and still use fans. So hey.
I girl, I miss my central air. I promise you, I'm spoiled. After 30 some years having in my own house having central air and heat, I was bored.
I know that's right. Shoot. We grew up, every house we stayed at growing up did not have central air. We might have had two window units in the window. One, of course, in my mother's room, and the other one was usually like downstairs in the living room. But yeah, once I got older and realized almost everybody got central air, I'm like, Mama, what was you doing to us for all them years?
Mhm.
But
This,
yeah,
this whole situation is very saddening.
hmm
I really pray for the sake of that baby that,
I know.
you know, and people are so cruel.
hmm
You know, they might have been picking on him because he can't, you know, thinking he doesn't look the same way they look or act the same way they act. And you just never know what people will do to an autistic child. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they don't communicate, or they don't. All of them don't communicate. Some of them are nonverbal,
hmm
so
hmm
they don't talk. And they especially don't communicate with people that they don't know.
Correct. Yeah.
So it's just, I just hope he hasn't. I don't know. I hope he's
Hold
okay.
on 1 second. Keep talking. I'm going to grab something. Keep talking.
Yeah, I just pray that he's okay, and I don't know. I'm hoping they don't find anything when they um, drain the waters. I pray to God they find this baby alive still, just by some godly intervention. I really do.
I do too. It's been like 7 days. And although it's been like warm, a little warm for a couple of days,
Mhm.
even still in the 70s and 80s, it's too warm to be out there just walking around all day.
And I'm thinking, did someone pick him up?
That's like the worst.
Yeah, because they're not in the same mindset as children their age, or teenagers or what have you.
Right.
I don't know. It's just an awful feeling, and it must be terrible to be the parent or the caregivers.
Yeah. And I know I was saying like people shouldn't put too much pressure on the parents because they haven't like came forward a lot, but it's just it's a hard space to be in, knowing that your child is missing.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we're not really getting any information either. The only thing they really said was he was known to run away before, and he had Googled how to hide from authorities or from just hide, good hiding spaces. How to not be found, the best ways to not be found. They said that's what he Googled, but then I had to say the other day, I'm like, how they know? How the police know for sure he was the one looking up the best hiding places?
Yeah.
And I don't
Well,
want to, I don't want to insinuate anything, any foul
but
play, but
I mean, if I don't know how long before he came up missing was the Google search made.
Yeah, they didn't say specifically
Yeah,
that information, so I'm not sure about that.
and then with that, I've heard of people living in um, what do you call it, under the underground? What do you call it, in the drain holes and stuff like that?
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
So if that's the case, then you need to check those places at least.
Exactly. And they
Yep.
said they've been, furiously looking all over that area, following the scents from the dogs, and they got dive teams, they got uh nature teams, they got our police here in Omaha, their police, they got like FEMA, they got a lot of organizations looking for that boy.
Yeah, and a lot of volunteers, I'm sure.
And it's just crazy. Like, if anybody has ever been in Nebraska, I mean, besides the city parts, we even got a lot of wooded areas in the city, but around us in these other smaller cities, it's a lot of wooded and country like areas out there. So, and then like I was talking to my friend the other day. I'm like, dang, almost every day on my ring, people who have the ring doorbell system, neighbors can like share their videos.
Hmm.
And almost every day, a different neighbor, like within a mile or so of me, have been uploading pictures of coyotes in their
Okay.
yard. I've seen at least 3 videos of coyotes in different people's yards. And this is like within a mile or so of me. And so I
Hmm.
had to think about that too, like these wild animals out there. It's we just don't know. I hate that feeling of just not knowing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the
So,
one with the young lady,
oh,
I
that was crazy.
am so not trusting
Hmm.
uh dating sites and stuff like that. And not only that, I really am not trusting of meeting people at their homes, and
Right.
especially when I
Right.
don't know them and I haven't, spent any time. People put on a good front online. You can be anything you want to be online.
Hmm.
You can
Hmm.
be long hair, beautiful, skinny, like you
Hmm.
in my
You can
dreams.
be a pastor. You can be. I mean,
Yeah,
sure, you can lie and everything. And my thing is, even at my age, like dating. Even though my kids are grown, like when they were younger and I would meet a different guy or whatnot, I would never bring them to my home. I mean, we had to literally be dating for months and months and months before I would bring them to my home. And I'm definitely wasn't going to their house.
I had a girlfriend that went on those one of the, I don't know if it was, I ain't gonna put the name out there because we ain't advertising, but on one of those sites, and she met a guy, and it wasn't even a year later they were married.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I
Not
don't
a
know how I
year.
feel about that. I mean, there have been people who have had longevity relationships from quick marriages and things like that, but they generally say you really don't even get to know the person that you marry until like year 5.
Well, I signed up for one of the sites before, and as soon as somebody liked my profile, I didn't leave.
No, no, I signed up for who did I sign up with? I signed up with Plenty of Fish, right?
I ain't going. Well, I ain't advertising them, so.
I'm just saying, hey, I signed up with Plenty of Fish like 3 years ago. My friend, she had told me that she was meeting all these nice guys, and I was like, "What is Plenty of Fish?" Because I used to hear people always say POF. I never knew what that meant,
Yeah, that's where
and
they
so I
was.
signed up.
That guy
And
was
I'm telling
killing a
you,
lot of people.
yeah. Well, I never ever spoke to anyone. I think one person messaged me, and I messaged them back. But other than that, I've been having that account for 3 years, and every time I go on there, I be having hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of messages. And I don't know. I be too scared. I be too scared. She was like, "Don't be scared. Just you know,
I do it
don't
the
be
old
so."
fashioned way.
I just can't.
I do it the old fashioned way. I'm just. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's how I am. I prefer the old fashioned way. I don't care where I meet you, at the grocery store, at church, at the mall. You know, I just prefer the old fashioned way. I can look at you, I can see how you dress, see how you talk, look into your eyes, because it's different to be talking on the phone with somebody. Because they literally, like, when you first meet them online, I mean, even like somebody like me, I definitely want to put my best foot forward. I'm not going to tell you everything that I've done wrong in the past or my faults, you know. So you always try to make a good impression, and that's what a lot of them do. And how that man got her over to her apartment, I mean to his apartment, we don't know right now what he might have said or what he might have told her, but he got her over there, and she is so lucky because there's that video that I had uploaded of that police officer, and he was saying, "You guys, you ladies, you have to be more vigilant. Shit is real. Sex trafficking, human trafficking, organ trafficking.
Mhm.
It is so real." And I'm gonna have this lady. There's this young lady who she danced on my dance team, and her name is Nancy, and she sells self defense products,
Mhm.
you know, for women.
Mhm.
And so I'm gonna have her come on the show, and I'm gonna have her show her lineup, show all her products, show what they do. It's different things, you know, things that I've never seen. Because the only real thing I really know about is like mace, and like there's this one thing that's really pointy. It's like really sharp. And I guess you can probably stab somebody with it or whatnot, but you put it on your key ring. But there are so many different self defense weapons out here. A lot of people are scared to use guns. They're scared of weapons. So if you're like a woman that is scared of a firearm, I think you should at least have some mace. I mean, have a knife, have something on you at all times. Even if you're going to the grocery store, the gas station, picking up your kids, every woman should have a weapon on her of some type.
You know, that's why I pray for my girls everywhere they go. You know, every
Mm-hmm.
day,
Mm-hmm.
every
Yeah,
day.
yep. Yep. And that officer in that video that I watched, he said, "Ladies," he said, "I'm an officer." And he said, "When y'all get kidnapped or raped or trafficked or something, and the men's in your life find out, the first thing they want to do is hurt somebody, and we gonna wind up in jail. So please help us to stay out of jail." And that video was like, I was like, damn,
He being honest though.
yeah. Hmm. And it was a black cop, and you could see the sincerity in his eyes. Like, people disappearing every single day. That young lady, that 18-year-old, she is so lucky to be alive and to tell her story and to know all three of the suspects and
Mhm.
lead police back to not one house but the other apartment that they kept taking, that they took her to and brought her back from. She could have been, that could have been a big sex trafficking ring, and they could have been trying out, you know, the package, and then send her off somewhere else.
And then, I mean, what about the aftermath?
Hmm.
You know, she has to have a physical and everything like that
The
because you
rape
know
kit. Hmm.
all of that and all kind of
Hmm.
tests done on her, and we don't know, you know, what she has to be cleared from, and
Yeah, yeah, because
like
you know they give you like a pregnancy thing, and then they also give you stuff to prevent like STDs and AIDS.
exactly. And
Yeah,
you know, my thing is that you know, don't put your parents and your family, like the officer said, in situations like that.
right.
With the young lady, I remember I worked with her mom. We worked in when I was working in the hospital in the administrative office,
Hmm.
and she and her mom and I were really close at work. You know, we spent a lot of time together, and a lot of the um, events that we would put on as a unit, we would bring our kids to spend time together.
Hmm.
And so her daughter, her youngest daughter, had an opportunity to meet with my daughters. Now her daughter was about 12 at the time, but she looked every bit of like 16, 17, physically, you know.
Mhm.
So she was in junior high school and she met some guy online, and the guy was supposed to have been 18.
Mm.
So the guy told her he was 18 and whatever, and they chatted and this, that, and the other. And he came to the school one day and picked her up from school, and she left. Her mom didn't know she was even gone from school until one of the automatic recordings called and said your child, blah blah blah, was missing from her fifth period class or whatever, you know.
Mhm.
So when she got the call, she immediately called back and she kept trying to call her daughter and she didn't get any answer. She got concerned. Well, after that, her daughter never called, never came home, and she didn't hear anything from her. That she ended up going on the news after they would do the report, the Amber Alert or whatever. It wasn't even Amber Alert at that time, but they did the calls and all that. I mean the report on the news and that. And it was, I think it was 5 days that she had been gone, and all of a sudden, um, the girl I worked for got a call from her daughter telling her where she was and asking her to come and get her.
Mhm.
Well, what happened was the guy had put her into sex trafficking. He had taken her from city to city across state lines and everywhere and let multiple guys do whatever they wanted to do to her.
Oh my goodness.
And then they had her in trap houses all over the city. I mean, I think she said she counted 30 something guys
Mhm.
that had touched her.
And how old was
And
she again?
she was 12, 13,
Oh damn.
but her body physically
Right.
was mature. So
Mhm.
she said they brought her back to the city to make another date. When they got at this, you heard of 8 Mile in the movie, right? So
Uh
there's
huh.
part of 8 Mile that meets right at
And
South.
like Eminem. Eminem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the 8 Mile is the on the part of the east side. Well, it runs from east to west, so it's really the part that's the street that separates Detroit from the suburbs, pretty much,
Mhm.
or the neighboring cities. So she was on the southfield side of 8 Mile, and they stopped at the gas station or light or something, and she jumped out and ran, and the gas attendant or somebody let her use their phone.
Oh
When they
wow.
got their girl back, she had told them how multiple men had touched her, grown men, how many cities she had been to, how they drugged her,
Mhm.
and all types of stuff. So when she got through that ordeal, from that ordeal, she was never the same.
I can imagine.
She
Mm-mm.
was never the same. Her innocence had been taken, and for some people, when your innocence has been taken from you involuntarily, a lot of times you tend to uh, look or you want to be in control. Anytime you have an experience with another person, you got to have this feeling that I'm in control of it, or you'll feel as if this thing is happening all over again. And
Mhm.
you seek to find that satisfaction that you didn't get when your innocence was taken from you. So, because of that, she just kind of went a little wild. And, her mom was just not able to do anything she tried. Therapy and counseling and this, and this woman is a woman of faith. She was a woman of faith, and it was just terrible how that child was affected from that time on. You know, to have multiple men. I mean, it was so much to the point that that baby was like raw. You know,
And that's what they do to them when those sex trafficking rings. They basically use them all up till they can't use them no more, and then they be lucky if they let them live because a lot of times they kill them after they all done with them. They don't just like okay, you can go home.
yeah. Or they
They
drug them
kill them.
up, or they drug them up so they'll be numb.
Uh huh.
They shoot them up with heroin and all that, so they'll be numb.
And then drop them off somewhere or something. Yeah.
On like I don't. There was a story. I saw it on uh, YouTube, I believe it was. There was a story where this young lady had escaped drug trafficking, and she talked about one of the girls that was as young as she was,
Mm.
and that they had made a pact that they were going to get out of it together somehow. And
I seen something like that. I think it was on Amazon Prime.
huh?
I've been watching some movies on Amazon Prime and
Oh no, this was a
Netflix.
this was a video. Now
Oh,
some
okay.
of the girls like every once in a while if I'm gonna do something on sex trafficking, I'll Google like videos and
Mhm.
watch them and you know to get information or whatever.
Mhm.
So this young lady said that um, she and this girl, she was black, and the young lady was a white girl, and she said
Mhm.
that they had made this pact that they were going to stick together through it all. But you know, sometimes they would come and snatch them out of the room one at a time and take them on dates or whatever they call
Mhm.
it. And then they come up, they bring them back, and they be drugged up for a few days, and then they come and snatch the other one. Well, while the black girl was out on one of the dates, the other girl was there. Um, they left her behind, and when she got back, she had the girl wasn't there, and she went to look in the closet. The girl was in there dead.
Oh, damn.
She was in there dead. They had drugged her up, and she OD'd, and they threw her in the closet.
Mm-mm-mm.
Threw her body in the closet. Just threw her away. It's just
There,
awful.
there's a lot of stories. There's so many stories out there. That one movie that I was talking about is called Eden. So if anybody has like Prime Video,
Yeah.
it's called Eden. Have you seen that one?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, that one is a thriller inspired by a true story. This young Korean American girl named Jamie. She was abducted and forced into prostitution, and basically it was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of girls they kept at this facility, and she managed to in the end escape and help a few others escape. But the things they did to those girls, oh God, it's awful, just awful. And then the people who all be involved, it'd be like the police in the city, the sheriff in the city. It'd be like just like how these drug dealers in these cities, they be having all these people in their pocket. They be having all these people in their pocket and authorities, these sex traffickers, to help them from getting caught. And then and for them doing that, they let them have a run of the mill. Come in, have sex with whoever they want, whenever they want, and make the girls do whatever the men ask them to do. That's what they get. And it's like so sad that people in authority be the ones on TV. Have you seen this person? And they probably know exactly where the person is. It's sad.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, we got to talk to our teenagers, not just the girls, the boys too. The boys too. Boys are a hot commodity in the underground market. They sure are for a lot of gay men, a lot
Isn't
of
that
undercover
terrible?
men.
Isn't that terrible?
It's terrible.
How can you justify doing something like that to somebody? You know?
It's just to me, it's just like a satanic thing. It's just you just can't. I mean, you just pure evil, just pure evilness. You have no sense of reality, no sense of morals, respect.
Can you
Just
wash off your dishes before they close it? I'm sorry.
it's just sad. It's sad, and I really hope nothing like that has happened to the young boy. And I'm glad the young lady was able to get help and escape those three guys that had abducted her, or last week. But oh god, it's crazy. The things that's just happening in our city is just a small fraction of what goes on around the world. So yeah. But that's not all I had to say on those two different stories. I know I haven't been coming live a lot lately, and I explained that, once my grandson was born, I'll come live here and there. But I'm really like be over here like enjoying my grandson and helping my son and his girlfriend out with their new baby and giving them a chance to sleep, and you know how it is with new babies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been
How's
just
the mom?
having
The new mom is
She's doing good. She's doing good. She just went to get checked today. Matter of fact, she went to get her appointment today. They checked on her, made sure she was okay. She said it's fine. She said everything went good. Matter of fact, they had an appointment later today. For the baby, but I think that was a phone appointment, like to set him up on different programs and stuff like that. But yeah, they doing good. My son brought him over today on my lunch break because they only stay like 2 blocks away.
right.
So they can literally come over on my lunch break, and since I work at home, I can spend time with my little baby, then bundle him back up, and he go home. But yeah, I love that they stay near me. But they're gonna be moving soon. They've been apartment hunting. They trying to move out the hood. So I'm like, oh, okay, just don't move too far. But I'm like, yeah, the place where they live in right now, I would prefer that they do move. I was like, why y'all want to move over here out of all places? Oh my god! But they young adults. It's their first apartment, so now they looking to move, out to a nicer neighborhood. But as long as they don't move too far, I ain't tripping. But yeah, so when the next time you going live, Miss Sislo?
I don't know, probably a little later today.
Okay, what you gonna be discussing?
I'm gonna text you.
You gonna text me?
Yeah, I'm gonna text you.
Okay. Yeah, make sure you text me the link too, because I'll join you this evening.
Okay.
I just don't be having that much time to do TV show reviews right now. I
Mhm.
probably won't do none all summer, honestly. I probably won't do no TV reviews all summer. A lot of things people don't realize when you're doing TV show reviews or movie reviews, you have to watch the whole show, the whole movie. Then you have to rewatch it when you're taking your notes. Then you gotta put all your notes together, prepare all your stuff out. Then you gotta come online. It's
Mhm.
like a 3 4 hour process.
Right, right. It is.
And I've been doing it for years. I've been doing it for years. And I said once my grandson is born, I'm gonna slow down on that and just do like trending news, hood news, celebrity stuff. Something that's real short and sweet.
And breaking news
Yeah, breaking news. Right. Right.
like this today is just something that's
Mhm.
needed though.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll get back into my reviews pretty soon. I think the first show that I'll probably do TV show reviews on will probably be the spinoff of what's that Power. Oh, and then the other spinoff to Power is supposed to be starting in July or something. So yeah, I'll probably review both of those shows. But as far as all those other 50 million shows
Girl,
I've
you
been
know,
reviewing,
oh Lord, I'm a power
yeah.
fan from now on.
Child, we don't have to discuss power.
You hear me? What?
Yes. And anybody who is a Power fan, I reviewed Power for years. I've been reviewing the spinoff of Power. So if you want to go through my list, my playlist and look under Power, you can find like my reviews on the show, the past reviews, if you want to get caught up on everything, that's before the new season come out. But yeah. But on that note, just send me the link, Miss Sissel. When you go live, I'm gonna drop your link in the chat. Let me see if I can find your YouTube channel.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah, y'all subscribe to Miss Sislo newsworthy updates as well. Especially if y'all are like fans or maybe not fans, but you be trying to keep up with that doggone nature boy. The real live cult leader.
I'm so sick of him.
Ugh,
I
nature boy.
I'm so tired of that. I wish they just let him be. Just let
Uh-uh.
him be. Because it's like the more he gets away with, the bigger his ego grows.
He feeds off of publicity. He even feeds off of trolls. He feeds off of yeah, the attention that he feeds off of that.
These people are taking good care of him.
I, and I don't get it. I don't
And
get
then I
it.
think that this man's living a millionaire's lifestyle.
I know he making money off of IG. He making money off of YouTube, Cash Apps, all that kind of stuff. And he has a
Bevo,
whole cult. He has an actual real cult. Like it really reminds me of the TV show that I was reviewing.
ruthless.
You know the Tyler Perry show,
Mm-hmm.
Ruthless.
Yeah.
It's like a real life ruthless situation going on. And you say he moved back where now? He's back in Puerto Rico, right?
He's
Or
going
was it?
bouncing from Puerto Rico to St. Croix to Virgin Islands,
Uh,
Virgin Islands to somewhere else. He just jumping all over the place,
just all over the map.
eluding the law.
Yeah, that's what he's doing, eluding the law. But yeah, I definitely want you to update us on some more of that. So, people, if you're interested in the story of Nature Boy, the real life cult leader who's been eluding the law for years now, um, click the link that I just dropped in the chat to Miss Sislo's YouTube channel. She does keep us updated on everything. So, Nature Boy and other events, world news. She discusses all kinds of things on her YouTube channel. So, yep. So send me the link. I'll hit you up later.
Okay, babe. Have a
All right. Love you,
good day.
hon.
Love you on purpose. Ain't nothing
All
wrong with
right.
her.
Love you too. And
Later.
everybody, thanks for tuning in again. I tried to keep it short and sweet today. Try to stay under an hour. I think we did that. So awesome. So make sure you guys like and share the video. Subscribe to the Hood Table. We also have a The Hood Table Facebook group. If you want to join our The Hood Table Facebook group, we have a The Hood Table Facebook page, and we're on Twitter and we're on IG. So follow us everywhere, you guys. And in the meantime, and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant, and always, always, always keep it hood. Bye.